Now we're going to go through the Polycinematic from Knobula. This thing is so cool. It has like pretty much everything you need is built right into it. So here I'm pressing the trigger button to get it going, and there at the top I'm messing with the envelope. And there is an octave and fifths knob here on the left, and then in between, like no octave, fifths, and octaves, there's some weird in-betweens. Let's get some really cool detuned stuff. There's a built-in reverb that's really great. I just think it sounds so good. Also has a built-in filter, which is a 3-mode filter actually. So we can go to a low pass here. There is CV control for that filter, or you can use the envelope built into it. There's all sorts of really cool waveforms on it as well. So I'm going to turn the filter down here. Now let's check those out. So those are the 3 main sounds there, and then they each have 3 different modes. And the Chord Pilot brings a whole new level of control and fun with the Polycinematic. So the bottom switch there is arpeggio, orbit, or chord, and then depending on what mode you have there, it's going to determine how the gate input reacts. So here it's just circling around all the presets. There's a strum and a bass note knob on the lower left and right hand side of the module, and those functions change depending on where that lower switch is. So there we have arpeggiator. So you can just program in your arpeggio to each button. You can play them by pushing them. You can send MIDI or CV to control those. There's a modal button. This conform button I'm turning will change what kind of chord you're playing. So right here you can basically build all these chord progressions and just use the button to play them, which is amazing. Super fun. Here's a case where the strum and the bass note knob are just actually, because it's in orbit mode, it's going to just change the behavior of how the module is going through those different chord presets. I really like this organ sound. So yeah, you basically, with that conform knob, all the way to the right is going to be kind of your major happy sounding chords, and then all the way to the left is going to be some dark dreary stuff. But yeah, it's a really deep but super navigable module, and you may notice that I'm not really using MIDI. The only MIDI cable I'm using is from the Chord Pilot to the Polycinematic, but I wanted to show that these modules are certainly not just for people who use MIDI within their system, because you can use these with CV or as you can see, you can play them by hand, which is super fun. And you could use the Chord Pilot with other modules that accept MIDI. So check them out.